Yes, it is, and what we've got to do is let go of fear, and what we've got to do is become conscious. You know, I might be getting into some deep levels here, but you know, there are many, many different levels to this, Alex, and one of them is very clearly to me, after many, many years of this, is that we live in a virtual reality universe, and that this virtual reality universe, this matrix, is actually founded on a four-letter word, what we call mind. What we call mind is actually not consciousness. It is like a computer program. Like they're building now biological computers that don't just have the ability to react to input and do what they're dictated to do by programmers. They have the ability, these computers, to assess information and actually make decisions based on that information. And if you go down that road and you increase that by 1 billion times in terms of its sophistication and understanding, which is what we're dealing with in terms of this matrix, you're looking at a physical body which ticks every box of a computer. Now the idea is that we are kept in mind, and people talk about my mind or your mind. I don't see it like that anymore. I see the mind, and the mind is the matrix. And if you are coming from a position of mind, in other words, you're identifying yourself with the body, the reflection in the mirror in the morning, that's me, then you are operating on the level of mind. And we talk about mind manipulation and mind control. It's exactly what we're talking about. They manipulate us by keeping us in this programmed sense of awareness called mind and stopping us becoming truly conscious. Because when you become conscious, you can see through the mind game and what's going on. But when you're in mind, you're in the game and of the game, and therefore you can't see it.
It's like flipping a switch. Stay there, David. We got a break. We'll come back, continue with what you're breaking down, unlocking the mind to the larger universe, and then we'll take phone calls. Stay with us. And please, again, visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com and check out the films like Endgame, Terror Storm, Truth Rising, Fabled Enemies. Not only does it support us, but it also gets the word out, and people are really ready to hear the truth now. David, I want to continue with the awakening, but I did want to ask you, are you not pleased? I mean, I'm seeing in the hundreds of interviews I do every month or so in my own show and people on the street that the majority of callers to shows, not even my own, it can even be a hostile radio show, the callers calling agreeing with me. And the people now are really ready to hear the truth, and I see a paradigm shift, and I think that's why the globalists are crashing things, so that they can be the only savior and feed the people and clothe the people, bringing us into this collectivist model. I mean, is not this whole New World Order takeover a response to their attempt to fully dominate us before we break free of their conditioning?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been writing for years that there was a change coming, a change coming that was going to wake up vast numbers of people, like a spiritual alarm clock, if you like, waking people up. And waking people up is absolutely the phrase. It's breaking the amnesic state that people live in. And you know, going back to what I was talking about before the break, you know, this is a big focus, the focus of my work at this time, and I've accumulating now enormous amounts of information about the fact that this is a virtual reality universe, and the what we call mind is a construct of this virtual reality, this matrix. And if you are stuck in mind, then you are a program, basically, of the matrix, of the virtual reality game, and it runs your perception. What is happening in this awakening is a consciousness is starting to break through what I call real consciousness, not mind, which is a very, very low level of awareness and perception. It's what we call intellect. It's stupid compared with consciousness. Consciousness is starting to break through and connect into more and more people. And when you do that, instead of looking close up at a brick symbolically, you are, as you become more and more conscious, you're moving further and further back from the brick to the top of the hill, and now you see that what you were looking at, the brick, was actually it was actually part of a house, which was part of a street, which was part of a city, which was part of a country, etc. You're seeing what you were in, and you're seeing that what you thought was freedom is actually fundamentally manipulated tyranny and control. So you start to see the game, because like a stooge of a hypnotist in a stage show, when you are programmed to believe that there's an elephant in the audience, you see an elephant in the audience. You believe anything as long as it's programmed in, because that means that your brain starts reading reality like a computer reading software that fits in with what it's been programmed to read, i.e. you're eating a potato, but it's actually an apple and that's what you taste. So what's happening with this awakening, Alex, is as people break out of the amnesic state controlled by mind into consciousness, they're starting to see what they couldn't see before. People say to me, it's so obvious, mate. Why didn't I see it before? Because you were entrapped in mind. Now you're becoming conscious, you can see it. And the whole conspiracy is about holding us in a state of mind. If you look at society, Alex, it worships the mind. Always got a great mind. Always got a great intellect. You know, when I talk to so-called elite Oxford students sometimes, they're the most difficult people to talk to compared with the general public about these things.
Some old starving person in Venezuela on the street, or sometimes a poor homeless person, I'll talk to him, you'll just think they're some old drunk, and it turns out they're incredibly aware and tuned into the universe and even know what you're thinking.
They get it. But people who have been through the system, particularly the elite ones who have been through the system to a greater level than anyone else, they're programming into mind, into intellect, which is a desperately stupid compared with consciousness level of awareness.
Because they're so specialized. They're so specialized to be inserted into the interlocking pyramids you talk so much about.
Yeah, this is the whole point, you know, Alex, when you look at it. The whole system, the whole education system, is designed to turn out mind intellects. It's about passing exams, which is what? Taking information that they tell you to believe,
and regurgitating
it out onto exam paper, and the better you do that, the more you progress within the system. That you then get degrees and famous universities, and then you specialize. You go into medicine, you go into science, you go into whatever, and then you go through the same system on a higher level. So, and those are the people that then get appointed to run the system, to run medicine, to run science, to run this, to run the other. And by the time they get to those positions where they run society, they're completely encased and controlled by this low level of awareness called intellect. And therefore, society reflects their perception of the world, i.e., we live in a society based on intellect and mind. When you become conscious, the world changes and your world changes. You see, people encased in mind in Israel as we speak will justify the slaughter of Palestinian people.
They're in that tiny paradigm. They're in that tiny paradigm.
Stop Hamas. But there are some fantastic people in Israel, Israelis, young people particularly, who are conscious, and consciousness is telling them this is wrong. And they're the ones that are refusing to serve in the military and going to jail as a result. Because consciousness is getting them to see the situation from the point of view of what's right, what's just, what's fair, rather than from mind, which sees things in.
Well, they're also fundamentally getting out of just their Earth suit and realizing they're not Israelis, they're human beings, or they're not.
Exactly. That's what consciousness does. Consciousness, once you become conscious, the physical body becomes a vehicle to experience this reality. It doesn't become who you are, and then racism and division through race and division through country suddenly starts to fall, and we start to realize we're all one consciousness having different experiences.
Okay,
but
stop.
What's happened, Alex, and the conspiracy is fundamentally set up to do this, the idea is to get us to identify who we are with our experience rather than what we really are, which is consciousness having the experience.
Instead of being our base, galactic programming of this ancient species in this wondrous universe, they're trying to give us the new false programming to stay within that very limited spectrum as you talk so much about. And we're almost out of time, and I promised to go to calls, so we're going to go to break in a moment. We're going to come back and take calls for 2 short segments with David Icke. We got to have you back soon, David. We're very thankful and appreciative of your important time, and I know the audience is. But briefly, in the 3 minutes before break, the genetic engineering, the cloning of the milk, all of this that is now going on and happening, the cross-species engineering, the mass poisoning of the public. Why is the elite pushing to destroy the biosphere of the Earth while grandstanding and claiming they've got to have world taxes to save it with carbon dioxide that's a red herring? Why do they want to destroy the Earth and hurt the environment?
Well, this actually goes on for what we've been talking about. If you take one step back and you start to see what we're dealing with here, from their point of view, particularly from their point of view, the human body is a computer system. And what we call genetics is actually a computer program. And what they're doing by messing with genetically modified food and all these other changes in the nature of what we eat and drink is they are manipulating, destabilizing and manipulating the body computer program. On one level, the body is an electrochemical organism. So if you destabilize it electromagnetically or chemically, you're destabilizing it. You're stopping it working efficiently. You're stopping it being a highly efficient receiver-transmitter for consciousness to experience through it and to influence its behavior. You're disconnecting it from consciousness and pulling it into mind.
Which is what the mercury and the poisons and the GMO. And when we get the government documents, and we get them out of England.